Hey there. So tonight I am wanting to speak about the eclipse coming up. It's a lunar eclipse, and just speak to the energies that I'm feeling. There are so many truly gifted astrologers and readers in many sorts of readers out there that can provide so much depth and information. So I'm just here to give you my small slice. I'm not going to try to delve into their expertise because, well, they say it best themselves. This energy, oh my gosh, especially today, has felt quite pensive is not quite the word. It almost feels like that very pregnant pause just before dawn, just before the birds start singing. Yet, the space between this eclipse, this yes, this is a lunar eclipse, and the solar eclipse that comes later in September, I feel like the pause will extend throughout that time. And it's really it's an interesting feeling. It's a great feeling, and it feels supercharged. As I was setting up, the words letting go of the dragon's tail came to mind. Now, I know there is some sort of saying or some sort of story about a dragon chasing. I honestly, I didn't look it up. I don't know exactly what that story is, but what it meant to me is all I could envision was like a circle. Actually, this is kind of what I was thinking about, this continual circle of going around in circles, but finally just releasing it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm at peace, and it's time to move on. That's really the energy I feel. And so, yeah, that's what I wanted to focus on this evening, this energy of just with us, with love and with grace, just releasing hold on what has kept me, any of us, in a loop, and to just move on, decide a new direction, a new version of what life can be. Also, I was thinking about this, the energy of this eclipse and the moon in particular, and pearls. And with regard to what I was just saying, these actually are pearls that have been in my family. One strand belonged to my grandmother, and she has passed. It's been many, many years. The second strand is actually her daughter, my aunt. And I guess she just got tired of wearing pearls, so I've ended up with both strands of pearls. Now, I, I don't, I don't know a whole lot about pearls, but I do get the feeling that they really hold energy. And going back to letting go of the dragon's tail, it's not that family is bad, but maybe there are things that we have accumulated in life, be it family, be it friends, be it our own uh, our own vision of what we are. And I think it's kind of time to maybe let go of that, or evaluate it, reevaluate it, cleanse it, let it become its next incarnation. Um, yeah, pearls. There's a really, there's something quite soothing about these, I have to say. And it's not family related, actually. I did cleanse these. And so I'm just trying to feel them energetically as pearls. And there's a softness, a very heart softness. It feels very much like a mother's love. It feels and it feels like that. It feels like being newborn and in total trust that that you'll be taken care of, and it's that state of childhood. It feels like that state of childhood when there have not been disappointments or fears accumulated by life experience. It's just this place of, it feels like this place of just trust and wonder, and they do feel very much like a new beginning. If you have some pearls, maybe it'd be nice to, if you wish, to dig them out and release all that's attached to them, and maybe just let them soak in the moonlight on a window sill. Anyway, so yeah, I thought I would just do a few cards in honor of the energies of the eclipse and the full moon. I chose some different decks because I wanted to go with the moon imagery. So this is a tarot deck by Colette Baron Reed, and look at that moon. And now this is going to be a little challenging. They're big and thick, so I'm going to try to get a few cards about the energies of this moon, and maybe some advice, direction to keep in mind. And I'm hoping I won't drop the whole deck. I have Queen of Water, and she is beautiful. I'll take the bottom too. Queen of Water, and she, sorry for glare, here we go. And she's in such deep introspection, but it's a very strong, she is so strong. I feel her as making choices in her introspection, and really taking into account all that she has felt along her path thus far. You know, she does have shells as a headdress, and for a moment I felt like they were feathers in her cap. The prize for having attained. So she has attained much on her journey, and so in a place of contemplation for what's to come. And then I glanced at the bottom, so I want to take this too, the Nine of Earth, or that it would be the Nine of Pentacles in traditional tarot. And the Nine of Pentacles in traditional tarot shows someone that has achieved much, and this figure has, but she's a bit veiled. So I feel like she is more she's in the state of manifesting her bounty, and be it bounty in any regard, whatever is bounty to her, to you, to each of us. I do like them together because it almost feels that she is tapping into her inner wisdom. And let me see, because I pulled this deck up, I am going to take one of these cards as well. This is, there's a moon and a kitty on here. The Dreamweaver's Oracle. Alrighty, so here we go. The illustrations are really cool in this deck. When a witch must drink their brew. I truly think this says to reflect and plant your seeds wisely, and to consider what we want to manifest. Because we do have that ability to create. We create the next moment. We create the next day. We create the next week, year. And so this is, and that's getting back to what I was saying a bit earlier in this video. This feels like such a pensive, pregnant time, that moment just before dawn, when it all opens up and is that brand new day. This feels like that pause just before the brand new day. So I think it's a message to consciously and intuitively create your joy, And perhaps just loosen your jaw, unclench, and release the dragon's tail. Whatever that is. I mean, it's surely different for each person. Let me take, actually, what should I do? I have a few, charms, and I have buttons. Okay, so I'm not too sure. Buttons or charms? Okay. Now, for me, it goes, this way is yes, this way is no. And this, if it just is, and it usually feels like it's pulling down really hard, that's like nope. And also, I get a different signal. If I'm controlling the pendulum in any way, I'm just going to show you, it will go side to side. If it's me controlling it, and I don't want that, I have asked that this be the signal. And I do have one, I'm so sorry. I do have a position to let me know the energy of the pendulum before I start. And that is like this. Everyone has their own way. So just asking for the energy of the pendulum. Okay, I got it. Now, for the rest of this, for this reading, to enhance this reading, should I use the buttons or the charms? Buttons. So that's a no. And should I use charms to enhance this reading? Charms it is. Okay. All right. I'm so sorry about my for this eclipse and the message we need to. Okay, I have 3. I have a button, and you know, this really feels like history, heritage, family. It almost has a family crest look to it, and suggesting that it is good to honor and acknowledge history, where we've come from, but don't let it frame us. Don't let that hinder us from becoming all that we wish to be. Okay. Okay, this is actually an earring. I think it's really pretty, and you know, it reminds me so much of the 3 of Pentacles, of the beginning of new projects, of working together, finding one's tribe, working in harmony, and yeah, that is what I'm feeling at this time about this particular charm. And the last I have is a rose. This is actually a button, but it's so pretty. It's in the charm. It's in the charm bag. Rose. And roses, and it's in full bloom. There was, gosh, I read this so many years ago, and it just popped to mind, so I'm going to share it. That there are some things on this planet that have reached such an evolutionary, not just in physical sense, but in an energetic sense, state of perfection, that they soon do not need to exist within this realm. And that particular channeled message mentioned that the rose was that energy. Not to say that, suggesting that any of us are going to ascend off of the plane or the planet or anything like that, but it speaks to me about finding one's own vision, self-vision of perfection. So to use this time between now and toward the end of September to exhale, unclench the jaw, release the tail, and feel into the true you and what you would like to manifest. Okay, one last, and I do like these little angel cards, so I'll get one last message here for us, for this moon eclipse and this phase, please. I have 3 flippers. I'll take all 3. The first is kindness. A kind gesture rekindles your belief in the power of love. Remember to be kind to yourself. I'm running out of space to sit these down, so sorry. Gratitude. Make gratitude your new attitude. The stars will shine brighter upon you. All in your world will become lighter. Lastly, I might mispronounce the name, Archangel Sandalphon. I have heard your call for help. Your prayer will be answered. Will soon be answered. Okay. Don't forget to ask the guides and angels who said, it's not original to me, but someone said they're just, sitting on the couch, catching reruns, waiting for us to just ask for guidance, ask for assistance. A really interesting psychic said, I heard this recently, that our guides, not angels so much, but our guides, they learn from us as we learn from them. That they are helping us. There's an interplay. As they help us ascend, we help them ascend. So engage. And there we go. I'm going to leave it there, and thank you so much, and have a lovely, lovely tonight and tomorrow.